The Kenya Transporters Association has warned against any attempt to reintroduce mandatory rail transport of cargo, saying such a move would undermine market freedom and reverse policy changes introduced at the start of President William Ruto's administration. In a statement signed by KTA chairman Mr. Newton Wango, the association said the president's decision at the beginning of his term to end forced rail haulage restored choice to importers and helped stabilize the logistics sector after years of tension between road and rail operators. The association said the move was widely welcomed by transporters and the business community, which viewed it as a return to market-driven operations within the Northern Corridor. The association's concerns follow reports attributed to the Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, suggesting that importers, particularly those handling transit cargo, could be compelled to use the Naivasha Inland Container Depot as part of efforts to ease congestion at the port of Mombasa. KTA argued that congestion at the port should be addressed through operational improvements rather than policy measures that dictate transport modes. According to the association, previous attempts to compel cargo movement through the standard gauge railway disrupted supply chains, reduced economic activity in towns along the Mombasa-Malaba corridor, and led to job losses in logistics-dependent sectors. The transporters body maintained that it is not opposed to rail transport or the standard gauge railway, but insists that cargo owners must retain the right to choose the most efficient and cost-effective mode of transport. It said importers naturally select options based on cost, time, and risk considerations, and that low utilization at the Naivasha facility reflects market preference rather than a failure requiring regulatory intervention. KTA also noted that it successfully challenged forced rail haulage in court during the previous administration, arguing that any similar attempt would conflict with constitutional protections on property rights, consumer choice, and fair administrative action. While acknowledging that congestion remains a challenge at the port of Mombasa, the association said the problem stems largely from operational inefficiencies, including vessel scheduling and delays in evacuating empty containers rather than the choice of transport mode. The association said it supports ongoing efforts by government agencies to improve port efficiency, but warned that any direct or indirect attempt to compel cargo owners to use rail transport would face legal opposition. It added that maintaining open competition between road and rail remains essential for sustaining economic activity across the Northern Corridor and preserving investor confidence in Kenya's logistics sector.